Turns out the music that I had playing in the background was copyrighted, so it's voiced over time. I'm going to keep this simple. I'm ruining the A3 today. Stripping most of the rear interior, and later we'll get into the methanol tank install. But for now, sit back, relax, and listen to some lo-fi hip-hop while I get everything out of the way. The total weight that I ended up removing was around 37.4 kilograms, which is a little bit more than 84 pounds. However, I didn't remember to actually weigh the bracket in the tank before installing, but if I had to guess, ballpark 4.5 kilograms, which is around 10 pounds. With the tank filled, say 7 to 9 kilograms, that's something around 15 to 20 pounds. At the end of the day, I ended up removing around 24 to 26 kilograms, which is roughly 55 to 60 pounds.
So I got the box in here, and I need to mount it. So I need to make a thing. It's gonna be 19 inches, 19 by 12. And that will be enough to hold this. And then it'll just go across. And then I need to make a leg, like a half of a table. Now I was messing with the suspension, so it's not perfectly level right now. You can see it's like just a little bit over, but if we go to the tank, it sits at the exact same thing. This height is level with the car. Excuse me, this these guys. A little bit over 4¼ I'm gonna cut that out of that guy, so I have one piece. So it'll just be this and then one piece going down and then a brace. I'm completely unsure of how I'm running the lines yet. Let's make a clean edge. 1 inch in, 12 inches, so they're about here. A little extra to play with. Another 1 inch. This is gonna be like 20 something, so we're cutting an inch off, so let's say like right about here. Draw the line from here down. So now we can cut this to have a nice clean edge. Okay, that's good. We just cut this off somewhere around here. Cool. All right. Nice clean edge. Now we can do this one. Whew. Cool. Straight edge. This way, measure 12 inches in. 12 inches. 12 inches. 19 inches. There we are. So I'm just going to leave the sawhorse to about there. And when I get to roughly that point, I will move the sawhorse back. Okay. It's getting pretty close. Right about here. Yeah, so we want to move this back. Final distance there. So now we can cut the rest of this. There we go. I want to take a clamp this back together for support. Move this guy back. There we are. Look, I got wood. There we go. Now this will sit like that. And the tank will go right on it. Just like this. Even gap. Nice and centered. Perfect. I have to make the leg for this. This is 5.5. And then if I cut off, actually, I could just use this. Perfect measuring tool. Those are good. Right there. That can just slip right under there. All right, now I just gotta screw this together. Ow, spicy. Those are my holes. Ready to go. This is gonna be a stretch, but I have to drill these in here. Just kind of pray that it holds. I built a thing. Yeah. I made this. Aw, yeah. There we go. All right. Okay, so a lot has changed, and the car is no longer in here. When I was finishing that shelf to put the meth tank on, I forgot to hit record on the GoPro, so we have no footage of any of that. But basically, I'm just going to kind of show you what I did to it. There we go. Okay, so there we go. That's the finished guy. So I have foam double-sided tape along the whole bottom, so there's no vibration or anything. This is just rubberized rocker guard over the entire thing, so it's black. So I guess the primer wasn't really necessary. I was going to paint it in rocker guard. You don't really need to put primer on anything. But that's pretty much the entire bracket. Like, it's nothing crazy. It's just a shelf with a leg, and then it bolts directly down onto the spare tire area where it's raised. So it's like it's really on there. It's not going anywhere. And then the factory brackets with the Allen head bolts that I ended up reusing are just threaded directly into the wood, and they actually thread all the way through, which I wasn't sure if that was going to hold well enough, but it did. I filled this with water just for the weight capacity, and then drove around like an asshole to see if it would fly out or anything, and it's solid. It's in there. So I have to run all the lines for it, which are going to come out this side. These are going to run down the passenger side and everything to the front. But I don't have the controller for the meth tank. It's a whole bunch of rice right now. Looks neat, doesn't do anything. Basically, I need a controller that's boost actuated. When the car makes around 2 psi, it'll be somewhere around like a 5 to 10% duty cycle, which will be somewhere in the neighborhood of like 93 octane when running 91 pump gas. And then at like 16 to 18 psi, it'll be at 100% duty cycle. The pump in here will be 100% duty cycle, and that should be somewhere around like 103 to 104 octane. And I don't have the controller for that because the COVID-19 thing, so I can't order anything. So this is where this project is going to end for a while. I kind of wanted to finish it, but now I can't. So that's pretty much where it's going to end. So hope you enjoyed. Oh yeah, and do all that, like, you know, like, subscribe, or share, or whatever, you know, hit that bell thing because YouTube likes that, or whatever. Do whatever you want.